So, yeah, you also can hear the APU now here in the back of the aircraft that it's running. And there's again another aircraft arriving, or yeah, isn't it? Yeah, there's an Airbus A320 now. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic at the moment here at the airport Tokio Narita International. There's the other aircraft of Delta Airlines taxiing to its stand. And we can now have a look whether the APU is running, but I think it should run now. So now it only says trim air off. Maybe let's turn it on again and hopefully this message will be cleared. Yeah, now everything is fine. Great. So now let's start the APU is already started. Let's have a look whether it's started completely. Yeah, you can see APU generator 1 and 2 are available now, so we can turn these on and now use the APU generators. And now we are able to disconnect the ground power. So the external power is disconnected now. We are ready for pushback. Yeah, next step is then the engine start. So we did everything for the engine start before start checklist is completed already. So I would say, yeah, we can now start with the pushback. So we leave the gate early, can leave the gate early and on time today. That's perfect. So let's have a look where we should taxi, so that we know in which direction the nose of the aircraft should get. So, but probably into this direction, I think. Yeah, into this direction we need to taxi via Romeo Sierra 2 Whiskey 11 Alpha Alpha 13. So yeah, maybe we can have a look then by this and have a look to the signs here on the taxiways to know which direction where we should taxi and taxi without these arrows. So maybe we can find the way to the runway on our own. So it's a China 7, an Airbus A320 of China 7 just landed there. Oh, it taxis to stand 21, so very close to us. It's right here, so it will taxi right behind us. Maybe it's maybe it uses this taxiway so that we can so that we then can taxi at this taxiway. So, and now also the lights here at the airport, at the terminals, at the gates, at the apron turned on. So let's get back into the cockpit and we can request the pushback now. So open the menu of GSX, prepare for pushback and departure. We want the nose to the right and the tail to the left, and no engine start before pushback. So maybe the light is a little bit too bright, I think. Let's put it down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. We do not need it this bright at the moment. Maybe later on when it's darker, but at the moment it's not necessary. So which one? I think this one. Yeah, with this one we can choose the brightness of the light here, of the panel. So this looks fine. Yeah, maybe we can also... No, the overhead panel brightness can be turned on on maximum, but here the brightness of this can also be turned down a little bit. And also here on the first officer side, the panel light can be turned down a little bit. So the pushback truck is connected to the aircraft. And we have also I think we also have a light for which is on the joke. I think it's this one, but I don't know how to control it. Okay, they are ready for pushback. We can release the parking brakes now. So we are cleared for the engine start. There's another aircraft already arriving, so it's a lot of traffic at the moment here at the airport. It's 747-400. So we first need to turn off pack 2 and 3 for the engine start, and then we can start. Then we can go on starting engine number 3 and 4. So if we did everything correctly, both engines should start now. It will take a while, but they should start. And as you can see, N1 is rising. That's great. So now we can already give fuel to engine number 3, and then soon to engine number 4. As you can see, here you can see, I think, the fuel flow. As you can see on the tanks here, on the wings of the aircraft now, engine 4 also starts. Perfect. And we can give fuel to this engine 2. Yeah, here it looks really, really great. How it's animated, how it is how it is shown where the fuel flows. So you see that those tanks are from there. The fuel is taken at the moment, and the green lines maybe show where the fuel flows. And here to engine 3 and 4 at the moment. And you can see which tanks are from which tanks the fuel is used. So engine 3 and 4 are running, so we can go on with engine 1 and 2, and it's nice that there's a lot of traffic at the moment. There's, as you can see, 2 aircrafts at the moment arriving here at the airport, but there's no other aircraft taxiing to the runway. There's an A380 of Lufthansa here, right next to us. Here at the airport Tokio Narita, there's another 747. It's a 200 freighter, landing on 34 left probably, and the 737 and 747 land on runway 34 right, but they will be on ground until we are at the holding point of runway 34 right, 34 left. So we also need to give fuel to engine number 1 and 2 so that they can start completely. Yeah, that says hydraulic pressure demand 4, but this one will be turned to auto soon. Oh, there's another aircraft. It's Japan Air, but this aircraft taxis to runway 34 right, so to the other runway. Probably this one is closer for this aircraft. So the engine starts are good. That's nice. We should set the parking brake. We can do this now. Let's have a look which airline this is. It's Singapore Airlines. Oh, it's a cargo aircraft, a 747-400 freighter. So we can go on. We need to turn off the APU now because we do not need it anymore. So we can turn it off. The hydraulic demand 4 pump goes now to auto. Both packs, pack 2 and 3, go back to auto again, or to norm again. We can set the takeoff flaps 20. So we should get the hand signal on the left side, but yeah, I don't know whether we can see him. Let's have a look from the outside. There he is. That looks really nice, the Queen of the Skies. The 747, it's a really nice aircraft, I like it very much. So there's the marshaller walking away. Maybe we can see it from him from the inside. Yeah, there he is. Perfectly, we can see him right here. And look at this. We have nearly 10 o'clock UTC, perfectly on time today. That's nice. Oh, alright, there's the hand signal. Thank you very much. Goodbye. There, the pushback truck is driving away. Our taxiway is clear. Have a nice evening. And it's so great, guys. So great that we are on time today. That we went off block here on time. Nearly 10 o'clock UTC, so there's no delay here on departure today. That's very great. So we go on. That we now check the flight controls. The takeoff flaps are set now, as you can see, flaps 20. We check the flight controls now, so therefore we go here to the. We need to press the following button. This one, I think. Yeah, and there you can now check the flight controls. You can see everything here on the bottom on the right side. So let's first move it to the left side. That's checked. Then to the right side. That's checked. Then the elevator up is checked. Elevator down is checked, is working. And neutral again. And last but not least, the rudder. Full left. That's checked. That works. Full right. That works. And neutral. Perfect. Everything is fine with the flight controls. That's great. And now we can do the before taxi checklist. Anti-ice stays off. Recall. We check the recall now, whether there are any other messages. No one. That's great. Auto brake is set to RTO. There it is. Flight controls, we checked it just a few minutes ago. Everything is fine. Any ground equipment is clear, and the before taxi checklist is now completed. So let's remove the parking brake and increase the thrust a little bit so that we can easily taxi towards runway 34 left here at the airport Tokio Narita International, and hopefully we have a nice flight today. But until now everything worked fine, everything was very good. So maybe we can change some lights here in the cockpit now, but before we do this we first turn on the taxi light. Yeah, we need it because it's getting darker now. We can turn off the dome light now, I would say, because we do not need it for takeoff. And yeah, maybe we can leave the panel lights like this but or maybe a little bit, or turn them off completely, or maybe let's turn them off completely until we are up in the air, then we can turn the panel background lights again. But I don't know where the switch for this for the joke is, so that we can oh, there's another aircraft, Singapore 12 Heavy, that taxis to runway 34 left, and I think I saw Airbus A380 of Singapore Airlines right there. But yeah, I don't know whether it will be in front of us before so it will take off before us. But oh, it's already on the... No, is it at the gate? Still at the gate, but it looks like as the aircraft is turned around already. But it should hold its position now. So we will be at the runway before it. So yeah, maybe we can have a look which switch it is, but is it this one? No, I don't know. I don't want to move the wrong one, or that these switches are for the PFD and ND. So that's the Singapore Airlines. But maybe we can hold position so the Singapore Airlines then will be right in front of us. So we have another aircraft departing right in front of us, that's no problem. It's also quite nice, I think, when there's another aircraft taxiing in front of you and to the runway, but it's taxiing another way, and we are taxiing via yeah, maybe I can write it down because it's always getting away. Taxiing via Romeo, Sierra 2, Whiskey 11, then Alpha and Alpha 13, and then we are at runway 34 left. So let's have a look where we are at the moment. We are at Whiskey, so we are... So, but no, or maybe Whiskey is... This should be Whiskey, taxiway Whiskey. There's at Sierra, says Sierra 2, and it's... So at the moment we are at Romeo, or the Singapore Airlines cargo. The aircraft of Singapore Airlines cargo is at its stand, so we taxi there. Yeah, that says Sierra 2, and then we go on via Whiskey 11. There it says something like Whiskey 11. So maybe we need to turn to the right at here. And then we go on via Alpha and Alpha 13. Because there it says Whiskey 11, so let's turn right at here, and there's Alpha. So somewhere we need to taxi somewhere like here. So let's have a look. Yeah, there's the Singapore Airlines A380. Or maybe it will be behind us, we will see. So here it's Bravo. So somewhere here we need to, yeah, here we should turn to the right then. Maybe it's, yeah, it says also on the ground there you can see Whiskey 11 to the right, so there's no sign here on the right or left side of the taxiway. And there should be Sierra, it says Sierra 2, yeah, we had Sierra 2 at the moment. Now we turn right to Whiskey 11. Yeah, but it's no problem that the joke is illuminated at the moment, but yeah, I don't know which switches you can use to turn off the light of the joke. Yeah, but it's also really nice weather today here at the airport of Tokio Narita International. We have no precipitation, some clouds at I don't know which altitude, but yeah, some clouds above the airport, but yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, the Airbus A380 is a little bit in front of us. Maybe it will be depart before us. So let's taxi to left to taxiway Alpha then, and then we only need to taxi down taxiway Alpha to Alpha 13. Yeah, the ground controller will decide which aircraft will depart at first, because one of us, and either we or the Airbus A380 will get probably needs to hold its position for a short time now. Yeah, but the Airbus A380 is in front of us, so let's slow down a little bit so that we do not crash into it. No, there's no, the ground controller does not say tell us to hold its position, but hold our position, but yeah, we hold it on we stop it on our own. Yeah, but no problem that the aircraft is in front of us. I always like it when there's some traffic on the taxiway and the runway where you are also where we also taxi, and yeah, that we can also have a look to the other aircrafts, watch what the other aircrafts are doing. And it's quite nice, I think, with this real traffic here by the add-on MyTraffic 2013 I use for the other air traffic, so that we have the other real air traffic. But there's no aircraft approaching at the moment to Tokio Narita International, so I think we should be able to depart then without waiting for another aircraft to land. Only we need to wait until the Singapore Airlines A380 departed. So guys, yeah, we can do the before takeoff procedure now, I would say. So we can set the TCAS to TAR, but yeah, let's do this now, but we would also have time then at the holding point at the runway 34 left. So TCAS, that is the switch, TARA, but we also need to have a look outside so that we do not crash into the other aircraft. So then the lights we turn on later. We cannot turn on the strobe lights and landing lights now while we are here on the taxiway. Then the terrain display we can turn on so that we can see the terrain around us. Maybe zoom out a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, we depart into this direction. Oh, there's a discontinuity. Yeah, we need to have a look at the lags page and clear some discontinuities. There's one. There's another one on the previous page, this one. So, and here on the progress page you can see, yeah, that we have, at the moment it's planned, so here we have Alpha 12, so the next one should be Alpha 13. No, we should taxi to Alpha 13. Yeah, as you can see, at the moment it's planned that we have about 8 tons of fuel, kerosene, left at the airport of Honolulu when we arrive there, and our reserve fuel are 8 tons, so we do not need reserve fuel as it looks like. So it looks like that we do not need reserve fuel. Yeah, the estimated time of arrival is at the moment 17:18 UTC, and in the flight plan it says that our scheduled time of arrival is 17:54 UTC, so we will arrive earlier. At the moment it's planned that we will arrive earlier than it says in the flight plan, so we are looks like that we are on time during the whole flight today. And as you can see, 3,400 nautical miles, something about that, is our flight distance today. So the A380 turned on the strobe lights. It now lines up, and we can also change to the tower frequency now. And it's great that we found our way here to the runway to holding point Alpha 13 without using these arrows to show us the way we need to taxi. So the Airbus A380 makes a great lineup, and we should be able to request takeoff clearance soon. And there's no other aircraft at the moment inbound, so we should get the clearance just a few seconds after the A380 departed. So now we also cancelled all or deleted all discontinuities. And when we are here at the holding point, we can turn on now, or maybe we can turn on the lights when we are then lining up. So let's contact tower. So there the A380 is accelerating. Yeah, hold at runway 34 left. So let's hold here, set the parking brake. So we tell him that we understand it. So now it says insufficient fuel because now there's 8 tons and we have reserves of 8 tons. But yeah, that's no problem. So we will depart towards the northwest, and then as you can see, turn right shortly after departure and turn to the direction we will fly today. Then yeah, as you can see, then we turn toward first. So we depart into northwest, then turn towards southeast, and then again make a left turn towards the east, and then fly nearly directly to Honolulu today. So let's get back into the map page. So the A380 is now on the runway, accelerating, that's good, and we are clear to line up. Perfect. So let's get onto the runway before takeoff checklist. Flaps 20 are set before takeoff checklist completed. We now turn on all the lights that are necessary for takeoff now. So we turn on all landing lights. The runway turn off lights are turned on. We also turn on the strobe light, and the logo light should also be turned on. I forgot it. Here when it's dark, the logo light always should be turned on, also at the parking position. Now you can see it's also turned on. It looks really nice at this add-on here. I used the add-on iFly 747 version 2 for the Boeing 747, and it's a really nice add-on. I like it very much, and as you can see, the lights are really great here at this add-on. So now we are lining up there. The A380 is climbing. We are perfectly on time today. That's great. There are the runway lights. There we can see all the runway lights. It looks really nice. And yeah, we turn into the right direction so that we are on the center line. So we are cleared for takeoff. So we do the following then. We put the thrust levers as much forward as we need to get 70% and 1 to have a look then whether the engines are stabilized. And when the engines are stabilized, which they probably should, then we can press the toga button, which is right here. I hope I find it then, although it's dark here in the cockpit. And then we accelerate and then take off. So let's put the thrust levers as much forward as we need to get 70% and 1. So that looks good. We can now press the toga button. The engines are stabilized. So toga, let's go, take off. And there we are accelerating. We use takeoff 1 as we set in the FMC, so we do not take the maximum takeoff thrust today, because we do not need the maximum takeoff thrust. So we are getting closer to our V speeds. And there's the rotation speed. So now let's rotate, put the nose up into the air, and there we smoothly depart. And as you maybe already noticed, it's noticed now during takeoff that the aircraft sometimes slightly turned a little bit to the right. That's because we have a light crosswind with 10 to 11 knots, as you also can see here in the ND. So the gear is now also up, or is getting up. Now it's completely up, so it can get back to off. We can now make a frequency change, what we do also now, and we can already turn on the autopilot. Perfect. So maybe let's put the actual altimeters in here. They changed a little bit. It's now 3024. There on the horizon you can see a little bit of the sun. Now it's nearly completely set, and now we fly during sun. And now the most of the flight will be now during night, during flight through darkness, and then but when we then are getting closer to our destination, the sun will rise again and we will land during daylight. So we can put up the flaps to 10 now, as you can see here in the PFD, and do the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear up and off, and the flaps are getting up now while we are accelerating. At the moment to 235 knots. We can have a look back here towards the airport. Maybe we can see it. Oh no, we are now above, flew through the cloud. Yeah, there you can see the airport, Tokio Narita International. And fly a little bit straight ahead now. We can turn on the dome light again, because now we're up in the air, so that we can see everything better in the cockpit. And also these lights can be turned on now a little bit, but we do not need them so much, because we have the dome light. Oh, there's a 737-800 also here shown on the TCAS. So we can put the flaps to 5 and then soon to 1. So let's put this light a little bit on again, and also this light. Perfect. So and now we can put the flaps to 1, and when we reach 240 knots, we can put it to position up. Yeah, let's now put them up. It takes a while until they are up, so it's no problem when we do it now. And we now finished also the after takeoff checklist. Flaps are up and no lights. When we pass the 10,000 feet, we will also turn off the landing lights. We can now turn off the taxi and runway turn-off light. We do not need them anymore. Oh, taxi light is... Oh, did I turn off the taxi light during takeoff as I turned on all the other lights? Maybe. And why is the navigation? And they also turned off the navigation light. Oh, I didn't notice it, but yeah, now they are turned on back again. That's good. So we have our speed, which we want to reach at the moment, we fly it at the moment, that's good. And we can use a higher simulation rate. Now maybe 4 times faster than real time until we are at our top of climb. It takes 100 nautical miles now until we are at our top of climb, and then we can see whether we will do a step climb today. But yeah, I think with this distance, with the distance we fly today of 3,400 nautical miles, yeah, probably we can do 1 step climb, not more. But maybe 1 step climb should be possible today. We will see then. And yeah, it should be a nice flight, hopefully. But yeah, the takeoff was very nice. Everything went good. Was great. And then hopefully we also have a nice arrival then at the airport of Honolulu. So there's another airport, but on the right side maybe we can see the airport of Tokio Narita International again. But I do not exactly know where it is. There we can see it here. It's shown on the ND. Yeah, when we are here on the right side, it should be visible if there are no clouds in the way. But I don't know where it is. So we are climbing, getting closer to 10,000 feet. So let's turn off the landing lights now so that I do not forget it. Because now we passed 10,000 feet and accelerate to a higher speed now to 331 knots. Getting closer to top of climb, which is right there. So do a left turn again. I think probably then we will fly very straight. So yeah, we can use the higher simulation rate then. Yeah. And also we can turn now, I would say, the altimeters to standard. But I think the transition altitude set in the FMC is flight level 180. So it's yellow here at the moment is standard, but it will change when we passed flight level 180. So flight level 170, and we are closer to flight level 180. Yeah, as you can see now it's green because I don't know where it is in the on which page. But somewhere it is put in that we have transition altitude 180. I don't know which is the real transition altitude here in Japan. But it doesn't matter. It's not that important, I think. So, yeah, and we can open a new window to also see the aircraft from the outside. Because it looks really nice, I like it. During night it also looks nice with these lights you can see that are from the inside here of the aircraft. And also I really like the landing lights, but now they are how the landing lights illuminate on the aircraft but now they are turned off because yeah, we are above 10,000 feet. So now it looks like whether we are on the way, yeah, now fly nearly straight ahead. And yeah, before I will make a cut today and fly. So today we will again make a cut and then fly a little bit without recording, because yeah, the flight is very long. It's a very long flight today. But before I will make the cut, we need to do some changes in the arrival route in the star, because this looks a little bit strange. And I will show you first what I mean. So we go here to the F plan page so that we can see it much better. There we go. Yeah. A little bit down here. Oh, there's another discontinuity. Let's clear it. So when we zoom in here, you can see. So we fly over Buki. Yeah, insufficient fuel. I know, but we will have enough fuel until we reach our destination. So that's a little bit strange what you can see here. Maybe you notice. Let's go back again. So we fly this. Yeah, that's no problem. Then via Cannon. That's one of the transitions. Buki, another transition. So then we fly over Buki. Then we come here to Shigi. It's here. And then next waypoint is Hotel November Lima Honolulu, which is here. So we fly there. And then back again to Buki, which is right here. And then do the approach again. So we will delete all this Shigi and Honolulu by taking Buki and putting it here. So we do not fly this 2 times, so that we fly directly then to the airport. So we fly via Buki, Sealik, Rhoda. Then this waypoint I don't know how to pronounce it. And then we are on the ILS anyway then, towards runway 08 left. And if we do a missed approach, we will continue this way, yeah. So this should be fine. Yeah, hopefully the ILS frequency then when we are closer to our destination. At the moment it's not necessary, the ILS frequency is already in the FMC, but yeah, probably when we are closer to our destination, the ILS frequency should be then in the... should be there. If it is not put in there, we can then do it on our own. Maybe put the brightness now a little... what? It's a little bit too much. A little bit darker. Yeah, that's good. That's a great brightness for this. We do not need it to be brighter. Yeah, that looks fine. So, yeah, we can have a look now whether we will do a step climb today, because we reached our top of climb, and if we do a step climb, it will now be shown the progress page. Oh no, there it says we are... what's that? We did already reach our top of climb, or maybe because there are still 100 feet left until we are at flight level 350. Oh no, yeah, it says that we reached our top of climb, and there you can see we need to fly 1,600 nautical miles until we do a step climb, probably then to flight level 370. And yeah, we will stay at this altitude then until we reach our top of descent. I don't think that we do another second step climb today. One step climb should be enough. And yeah, as you can see, now about 3,200 nautical miles are left until we reach Honolulu, and we now arrive a little bit earlier than was planned while we were on ground at the airport Tokio Narita International. So we will arrive about 40 minutes at the moment. It's planned that we arrive 40 minutes ahead of the time that's scheduled. 40 minutes so because the scheduled time is 17:54 UTC and 17:16 now UTC is the planned time of arrival, 17:17. So around about 40 minutes earlier than it's planned we will arrive. That's great. But maybe it will change. We will see, but hopefully we do not arrive with delay today, but I don't think that this will happen. So we can have a look now maybe from the outside where we are at the moment, and then in just a few minutes I will make a cut and fly without recording. Continue flight without recording. So we depart anywhere here. Maybe there should be Tokyo. Here in Japan we departed. First flew in this direction, then turn right, and then into this direction a little bit left, and now fly straight. Somewhere here I cannot see anything at there, but maybe we can already see Honolulu, but I don't think so. Somewhere here it should be, but I don't know. Yeah, and the sun will rise then when we are closer to the destination. Now we have several hours of flight time in front of us, and I will make a cut now, fly a little bit without recording, and we are closer to our top of descent. Oh, there are thunderstorms down there over the Pacific. I think it's here. It should be the Pacific Ocean that we are flying over now. Yeah, when we are closer to our top of descent, maybe around 200 nautical miles or so, but I don't know really, something like this. But also before we reach our top of descent, I will continue recording, and then we can continue with our flight. Maybe then the sun will rise already, or during our descent, then we will see. And yeah, this was everything until now of this flight. I will make a cut now, and yeah, hopefully you will then also watch the next parts of this flight, and I hope to hear you then again. And yeah, until the next part of this flight. And if you like this flight here until now, please press the thumb up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss new videos of FSX. And yeah, then until the next part, I hope to see you in the next part again. Bye, thanks for watching guys.